Alright, so we're live. This is season 1, and we got Sombra knows when you are sleeping versus walking in a winter pulse bomb. Sorry for the delay, the 17 minutes delay. But you know, people procrastinate. People have errors logging in today. Alright, what do we got here today? We got Busan Mecha Base for first map, round 1. Let's see what kind of interesting picks they're gonna pick. It is indoor, so there will be a lot of diversity. It'll be either brawl or dive. If it's gonna be dive, it will probably be on the point base. But if it's brawl, they're probably gonna take the high ground in the beginning. All right, let's see. So I believe the left-hand side, the blue team, is Sombra knows when you are sleeping, and then the right-hand side is walking in a winter pulse bomb, which is the red team. All right, so I don't know if I'm gonna get debated, but it seems like this is the set in stone composition. We're gonna see the Symmetra. I think they want to do the teleporter early in the beginning, but they might swap. But we'll see the pathing. All right, they will not be swapping. And then here we go, folks. As predicted, both teams are gonna play more brawl. The damage is sustained. Blue team dropping down to the first point on the bottom. Oh my goodness, that sim, the right clicks though, but it's not at stage 2 or stage 3. They need to get close if they want to bring the value, which is why Flyway got picked off on the Ana. They go down 3 already, and that's an easy 5k. That early take, a team wipe. Going for the winter pulse bomb. Now, will they hold though? Ult Akami, it's we're seeing some like 30s, 40s, highest we got a 70 going on. So in both teams, Ult Akami pretty even right now. Ooh, that engagement, it literally annihilated them. They're hard pushing in. Oh my goodness, they actually killed Gibby on the Zarya, but they didn't stagger. I was surprised they were not going to stagger that. That shows true dominance. They're confident with what they're doing right now. We do see Hynum coming up, Gibby switching to the Hammond. We also see Flyway going back to Ana, Sigma Hammond. Oh, playing a little bit more meta comp for tank line wise. Are they going to take a different pathing though? Yes sir, they will. We see the Hammond forcing out the cooldown ability. Hynum coming out, 4k easy from, we'll say Alex, but A113X. That's definitely player of the game. As of now, we're already in 60% and ongoing. We got Graviton Surge coming from Noon, and we got Nano Boost coming from Oversnipe 583. Ult Akami wise, not looking too great for Sombra knows when you are sleeping. They have to look for early picks. They gotta play the slow. There's no hesitation. It's all about that commitment. They're looking for the angle. They're looking for the opening. But the spam, the Junkrat spam is just holding that choke. Oh, the Sigma Suck did not catch the grab. Huge grab! With the slam! Taking it like a champ! 5k going down! There's no way they're gonna get a recontest. Not even with the best rollout. Oh, Will Hammond. Oh, actually, they did not. They were too busy focusing that Ana by a couple seconds. But it's okay. They still have a couple more chances. It is control. First point. Going toward walking in a winter pulse bomb. Alright. We are now on downtown. It is a dive map. So we might see some dive, but there are a lot of teams that prefer meta. So you know, meta slaves will always override the comfort map dependent, the map geometry pick. Ooh, the Widowmaker, the sniper duel. Let's see who gets the first early pick. Hammond scouting. Oh my goodness! Fid going down to the with the headshot. Oh, that nade. This seems a little bit one-sided right now. They have to full regroup. That Widow's not getting contested. That early pick.
Nano boost is charging.
The objective is now active.
All right, we see some swaps going on. All right, let's see. What will the Sombra knows when you are sleeping gonna do?
My ultimate is charging.
Both Widow looking for the shot. So, oh my goodness. The 813X getting another headshot on Fly Away with 2-pick. Oh my goodness, who is this man? This man's the prophecy of Carpe or Saya player. Noon catching Jumpy Lion, the stagger. Yeah, they need that full regroup right now. Wait a second, is that Reinhardt lagging or just standing still, or what's going on, Willie? Oh no, he's good. Old Akami in favor of the pulse bomb. Popping sight. They have the walls. They know where they are right now. It is very slow. They're trying to go for the distraction. Oh, getting flashbang. Oh, but Jumpy Line going down again. The Widow is just not getting contested. Huge Graviton Surge on the coast. Finishing up with the execution on the 4K. Fid actually getting the vengeance. But it's not enough. The team is already dead. And we're already 3/4 in. We do see the Riptire and the Flux and the Hammond Mine and the Nano. So that's 4 ult coming up. But again, will they touch though? Lucky with the sound barrier. Nano Boost was given to Gibby. But the sleep dart. Fid though catches the McCree. Walls coming out, slam. Oh my goodness, Fid is actually popping off now. It's an even fight. Oh, actually it's not an even fight anymore. Hammond Mine's making a lot of space, but will it be enough? Reinhardt's kind of low, but it's okay. Zarya's super high charge. And that's it. 2-0 on first map on Busan goes to the Winter Pulse Bomb. And we're going to see that 4K Riptire unless this game is broken, but I'm pretty sure I was correct. Yes, sir, I was correct. Easy 4K. Let's see. They didn't know. Oh my goodness. The myth, the legend, the Chad himself. Let's see some cards. Ooh, that kill participation. Very good, very good. Both teams. I mean, the losing team, I think it's just their warm-up game. We might see a reverse sweep coming up on the second map. All right. What is the next map? Okay, so it's what do you call it? The losers pick. All right. So while we wait, let's what do you call it? Let's take a look at the chatter. What SR range is this? Someone said 4K to 4700. I don't think so. Slightly lower. And since we're still waiting, yeah, make sure you click on that follow, and you don't have to subscribe unless you want to. But yeah, just follow. It's free.
Hey Brian, the rate is actually gold to 2,000 to 3,200.
Okay, got it. So it's a little bit, yeah, spread. All right, so what did they choose? Volskaya? Okay. All right, they're ready. So Volskaya 2CP. And now, see the thing about these 2CP map is it's either you like it or you don't like it, because it could go to overtime. It could be like round 5, round 6 to almost round 8. So yeah, I don't know. But if they chose Volskaya, that means they might have a plan.
Initiating match.
Okay. Alright, so Volskaya is very suitable for the current meta right now, on at least first point. But I know some teams prefer the defense dive or the brawl at choke. So again, there's a lot of diversity going on. Alright. Yeah, it seems like both teams are more comfortable in the brawl engage for at least the early fight with the Rein Zarya.
Attackers incoming in
Interesting
30
pick
seconds.
though with the Torbjorn and the Soldier, but they do have the long range cover, so it is in their favor right now. Alright, and then let's take a look at the Walking in Winter Pulse Bomb. They're pulling out the signature Tracer. I better see that that Pulse Bomb. And you know the irony too is it's a winter map right now. It's Volskaya snowing, so it makes sense going with the Tracer pick.
Defend objective A.
Alright, let's see. See if anyone's gonna overextend or get picked off. Not saying they're feeding, but you never know. It could be a ping diff. Alright. Ooh, that nade. Oh my goodness, are they gonna cleanse the Reinhardt? Oh, they cleanse him. Oh my goodness, Fid. I think I don't know if that was a lag or a mistake, but that will cost them the fight. Going down 3 already. Ooh. Fly away. Is he gonna fly away? Nope, he's gonna respawn. Very fast cap. That was a 40-second cap. 6 minutes to hold. However, it is 2 CP, so the defender side will have the spawn advantage. Alright, we see Nano Boost coming out pretty close. Probably like 1 or 2 more shots from Oversnipe on the Ana. A lot of good options to Nano. Can Nano the Rhine or the McCree or the Tracer? Ooh, that shield breaking! Slaying going down with the pin! They're already down 3k, they're down 4k. But they got a cap. It's just Torb in the turret. It's not gonna hold. Getting 1 tick. Noon. The spawn grab. They're not letting them out. With the sleep, with the shatter. That was like a solo shatter. 5 minutes and 15 seconds. That's very impressive. But again, it is 2 CP, so they can't get too cocky. There's always a chance. Alright. Let's see what they're gonna do for the defender side now. Okay, while they are picking, let's look at the chatters. A lot of chatters now. That's very good.
Ready for battle.
Who's the casters duel? For now I'm solo casting, but there will be more casters probably next map. Alright, so it seems like the attacking side right now, they're keeping... Oh, actually no, they're switching to Sig Roadhog. Sim Teleporter. They might teleport Coast, or they might teleport somewhere cheesy and on choke.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Alright. Winter Pulse sticking to exactly the same composition. I mean, if it works, then there's no need to swap. They do teleport to the high ground, but was that a debate? No, it was not a debate. They are very split. They need to look for the pick, but Jumpy going down already. Ooh. Going down 2 already. Oh, that resurrection. A little bit questionable there, but it's fine.
Barriers on you.
They are making quick swaps, which is good. You don't want to be stubborn. If it doesn't work, you gotta change it up. Pulse bomb. Ready right now, in hand, from 813X. Let's see, is he gonna look for that sneaky pulse? Oh! F. Jord with the headshot to Fid! Pulse bomb catching flyaway! Oh my goodness, that sleep dart with the pin! They do lose Willie on the Reinhardt, but it's okay, they're gonna go taxi this man. Alright. If they re-engage right now, they have a chance, because they are getting that good old taxing right now, so it could be a 6v4, but they gotta make a commitment. They gotta engage right now. Personal bubble coming out. Ooh, May with the headshot to the McCree. That was a good May wall right there. And at the defender side there, they're falling apart. They're crumbling like cookies. Oh my goodness, with the whole hog. It was the overkill, but it doesn't matter. That's how you assert your dominance. The fragging DPS Roadhog. Oh, did someone DC? I believe someone might have DC'd. It auto-paused, unless we paused there on purpose. Oh, someone did DC. Alright. Not sure if the viewers can hear that capping ticking sound, but I hear it. So it is a little bit annoying right now, but I'll try to zone it out. Alright, well, in the meantime, we wait until that person DCs. It would be very, very unfortunate if the person that DC has their ult, because they don't get their ult back. But anyway, Sombra knows when you are sleeping. Got that pick, got the execution, got the cleanup done, and they got the point. So it is in their favor right now. Luckily, they got it before whoever DC'd. Alright, I don't know.
I was just jumping. It's more than a DC. Kutchson, the Ana on Sombra, its cable for some reason is no longer working.
Oh, okay. But they're still in lobby, right? Or no?
Well, she is restarting her computer right now. Oh, I think it's up now. Let me confirm.
Okay. Alright. Look at the chatters. Any supporters here? I see some people are supporting Kutch and Jumpy. Alright, let me go back and forth because I don't know everyone's name here. So they are the Sombra team. Okay, alright. The chat's pretty even. A lot of supporter for both teams. That's good. That's good because in my previous casting experience, it's always very one-sided when the viewers come in here. So that's good to see diversity here. Oh, all right, we are ready. Finally, I don't have to listen to that ticking sound. To be honest, I think there's an option for that now in the workshop. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're moving on. Alright, so luckily they didn't fully DC, so they got their ultimate. Alright, we see the Sombra, Team Sombra, going with the high ground, using the Mei wall, trying to cut them off. Ooh, but the Graviton Surge! Follow up with the Pulse Bomb. Tracer with the 2K. Reinhardt getting the pin on the Mei. Yeah, it's not that easily, especially on attack. They're gonna have to coordinate this very, very well, but they do have the ult in favor right now. Alright. Now it's all about who presses Q first and how do they press it. right? Because you don't want to just like yeet that shit and then and not bring any value. All right, they're looking for the opening right now for the attacking side. Oh, that Roadhog trying to distract that Ryan. Blizzard coming out. Blizzard doesn't actually. It's somewhat slowed down the Nano Ryan. Oh my goodness, the back shatter from behind. They're trying to catch the Tracer. The Tracer gets out. Yeah, that was a lot of econ being spent right there. Winter Pulse Bomb, a very solid hold on that defense. But 3 minutes on the clock, that's a lot of time still. That's a good solid 4 to 5 more pushes if they go quickly. Oh. Oh my goodness, these pulse bombs though. It's not even a pulse bomb diff, they're actually all landing it. The picks. Yeah, but the attacking side, they can't lose a member every fight. It's either they look for a different kind of pathing or they do a split push.
Let's get you healed up.
Both teams does have the sound barrier.
My ultimate is charging.
Most likely Gibby's probably gonna use Whole Hog this next fight. That's their winning ticket first for the space. Oh. Double B coming out. Here comes the Whole Hog. Pushing them away, hoping they cannot follow up on the grab. Oh, the big nade! The 3K nade with the follow-up. Fit does catch the Ana in the back, but it's a little bit too late. 2 minutes and under now. Oh, that Tracer duel for a split second there. About a minute and 30, so we got 2 more pushes left for the attacking side. 4 ult against we'll say 2 ult for now. Oh my goodness, these pulse bomb sticks with the 2K on the healers in the back. That's gonna waste more time.
60 seconds remaining.
They just gotta walk together, hoping they can try to stun that Tracer. That Tracer is just so slippery. Oh, the 1v1. Oh, he did come to help him, but it's a little bit too late because now the respawn. But they are gonna commit. They don't have time to wait. Double nano on the Reinhardt with the high noon from the moving escalator. Catches 2 with the pulse bomb. That McCree might have actually just got play of the game, but we'll see. Roadhog up to him now to stall point, try his best to focus the Rhine, but the Rhine has the Lucio with him. Now with the Baptiste back, huge hook. Oh, but it's not enough. A13X on that Tracer. Sound barrier, the sustain. Yeah, Winter Pulse Bomb not messing around, not letting them take a single tick. And that was it. 2-1 on Volskaya. Overall 2-0. Alright, let's see play of the game.
Play of the game.
Sorry, okay, Noon. Let's see what he did. Okay. Oh, the big nade. I mean, it's Grav, but I think the Ana deserve a very good that off angle with the nade, especially when they had a shield up. 3 gold medal for Fid. All right, you can back us out to the lobby, and since it's map 3 and it's going by pretty quick, I think we can go into a halftime break. We'll put on some music for you guys. Later we could do analysis and talk if you guys want to listen to me talk, but if you don't, we'll put on some music. All right, James, you can do an ad break or whatever we do usually.
Alright. Alright, welcome back to the second half of the Sombra Nose versus Winter Pulse game in the Winter Cup of the Goats and Pros tournament. So in a moment here, we'll be seeing what map we're going to be heading to next. Sombra Nose is going to pick. And right now, in the series, Winter Pulse is up 2-0 with 2 dominant map victories over Sombra Nose. And we're going to go into this third map, and we're going to try and see if Sombra Nose can pull something out of that hat here to try and bring a comeback in the series, a reverse sweep, because honestly, things have not been looking great right now. So it looks like we're going to be going to Kings on Kings Row, and we saw a little bit of the brawl coming out from Winter Pulse on the first map of Busan Mecha Base. We saw them running it into what ended up eventually, after a couple of swaps, being a Ball Sigma comp coming out from Sombra Nose. And Winter Pulse won that round pretty dominantly. And even in the beginning, when it was a Brawl v Brawl matchup, Winter Pulse still ended up winning. So I'm expecting there to be a little bit more Brawl here. You know, Kings Row, the real home of Brawl in Overwatch. So a little bit intrigued to see whether Sombra Nose is going to try and pull something else out, or whether they're just going to keep on running the Brawl, you know, chalk that first map up as a fluke. So, Cordelis, what do you think about the map selection here?
I think it's pretty straightforward. Like Busan, Volskaya, and Kings Row are pretty popular maps, so I'm not surprised that we've been getting those.
Yeah, most likely probably just, you know, Sombra Nose trying to pick the maps which they've scrimmed most, you know.
Yeah.
Kings Row.
I mean, and that makes a lot of sense, actually. Playing maps you're most comfortable with is definitely, you know, the best way to win, in my opinion. Like, especially in scrims and stuff, like, you gotta play what you're good at.
Exactly. Yeah, it gets to a point, right, where it's like, you know, even if you're gonna be running into a comp which isn't exactly favorable for you, like I said, losing the brawl earlier, it's like, you know, you play what you're comfortable with, and you have that confidence, right? And you just try and go in and win it.
And we're looking like there's a Sim Bastion comp going on here. So
Alex TP's up to the high ground and immediately ends up falling off the statue, goes down to Cutson from the background with the Lucio gun, and the Reinhardt from Winter Pulse, Reinhardt from Sombra Nose pushing up pretty far here, slaying Fount, and yeah, the Bastion swap almost immediately gonna go away. They're gonna switch over the Widow here. They're onto the Ryan Zarya. They're actually on the Genji now, off of the Widow again, and Slaying Fount just takes down Fjord before they can even move in. Right now, Sombra Nose, you know, holding up with the choke here, and a minute gone by, still just, you know, pretty dominant hold there. Sombra Nose has not really been able to find anything, you know, losing the first fight off of the Bastion, immediately dying, and now with the pick on the Hanzo, they're going to try and go for this top right rotation here, and Fjord is able to find Fid. They have a window of opportunity here, and with how far Slaying Fount is pushed up, they might just want to start pushing, but they seem pretty split. And Willie ends up charging far into the backline, gets Bubble to stay alive, but he's going down pretty quickly. And a massive shatter from Slaying Fount ends up taking down 2, but no kills come from it. And now he's left alone on the point, ends up dying. And while Willie will also die on the side of Sombra Nose, 2 more kills end up coming in. Gibby and Fid both taking out the Zarya and Bap respectively. And this fight's getting really scrappy on point, but it is going to look like Sombra Nose is going to take this one. This keeps up the hold for another minute here, but it was very close. A lot of picks being traded between both sides. And now you're seeing there are a good amount of ultimates here on this attack, right? You're going to be coming in with a Pulse Bomb. You're going to have the Shatter and pretty close to the Dragon and Beat. But it's all about seeing how Gibby is going to use this grab. But Fjord is able to take out Cuts then, and Fid goes down, so after a massive shatter coming in from Willie to take down the enemy Ryan, the grab ends up getting thrown in, but really not much coming out of it there. And I mean, you invest the grab and the transcendence into that fight, still end up losing it, and now things are looking really bad for this upcoming grab dragons, which Noon and Fjord are going to try and combo. What do you think about that first attack, Cordelis?
I do think it was organized. I think that they coordinated a lot with their ultimates, and I saw like a Tracer 1v1 on the left side on the stairs, so that was definitely something that helped them whenever Tracer got picked.
Jumpy Lion going in with an early visor here. The beat matches from Lucky, and Fjord again being able to get an early pick, kills Flyaway, but Willie's gonna go down in return, and a massive shatter coming down from Slaying Fount, but again, no one's gonna die, and in comes the beat to try and help them push forward, but they're not getting cut off by the dragon. Winter Pulse is gonna have to take a slight back out here. You know, not much you can really do without that Reinhardt, presence in the front. But they invested the Grav Dragon into that fight, and here they're still gonna have the Nano, which they're immediately gonna slap onto Willie. He's gonna start pushing, and he lands a big shatter on the back line after taking out the enemy Ryan. And there's really nothing that you can do there if you're Sombra Nose. You just get pushed on by a Nanoed Ryan, and without, like, when he's getting sped into you, right, amped in by Lucky, you really can't disengage, and that Nano Ryan swings, especially ever since he got that damage buff, just does so much damage. And when he lets loose the shatter, it's really just, you know, two ultimates easily secure the fight there. Flyaway is able to get one onto Fjord, but he goes down, and it goes on to Alex. Alex in the backline picking up 2 kills, and Noon pushing down Slaying Fount. Just honestly, like, it was a good first point hold, but that second point, Winter Pulse just rolling over them. Just not really much that you can do there. You know, very difficult point to get a first setup on, to you know, really secure a long hold. But this third point is very good for the defenders. They just have to fight off this snowball, and with the Grav here, and you know, only the Transcendence, which is about to be up from Flyaway. The Transcendence is really close. It comes up, so now they are gonna have that counter for the Grav, and out come both of the ultimates. Fit ends up taking down Alex, but a lot of members on the Grav. Willie ends up playing Flyaway out of the Transcendence, perfectly timed, and even though the other Grav comes out, the shatter gets cancelled from Slaying Fount, and a massive beat from Lucky ends up getting nanoed for the boostio, but everyone from the side of Sombra Nose just falling here, and it's going to be an easy round for Winter Pulse.
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Initiating match.
So, Gordelis, do you think that they're, you know, do you think that Sombra Nose is going to be able to, you know, put up a respectable time, especially compared to this, you know, pretty big 2 minutes and 30 on King's Row, especially considering how long the first hold was?
I think they definitely could. I don't think it's, you know, impossible for them to not do, like, to, you know, actually put up a good fight, but I do think that they really can. I just don't feel like they're that coordinated, if that makes sense, so see what happens. And it looks like both teams are going to be running a brawl comp.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like they really need to clean up a lot of those early kills going through. And it looks like they're calling for a pause.
Calling for pause.
Sorry about that,
It
guys.
seems
It is
like
now
a main tank
paused.
DC on the side of Winter Pulse, so we're gonna try and see if we can get Wiley back in. But in the meantime, we can, you know, quickly just break down what happened in that last round, right? Like, after a solid first hold, after, you know, a little bit of a cheese strat coming out with the Bastion TP up onto high ground, didn't end up working, but it really just felt like after those first couple fights, when Winter Pulse ended up taking that first point, almost every fight there were just early picks coming out, which made it very difficult for a solid hold to be set up. And with a really good disengage actually on the first fight of point B by Winter Pulse, when their Ryan goes down, they're able to just back out. No one dies. Take a quick second fight when they're still up one after the trade because they're close spawns. That was the closest that Sombra really got to halting the cart because they were holding very far up on the side of Winter Pulse and just getting constant picks and cycling ultimates very well. And it really seemed like there wasn't really much that Sombra Nose was able to do.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I have found the
Preparing the damage.
Come and face me.
All right, so
Looks
the fight's
like
gonna kick off.
Sombra Notes is
Tell me how this feels.
Fight's gonna kick off here. Fjord immediately taking out Gibby, and Fjord gets both tanks lucky taking out his counterpart, but immediately Winter Pulse just pushing pretty far up to spawn. Takes the easy first sweep, but good thing for Sombra Nose, it was a relatively short fight, only going to be 40 seconds off the clock. And they had a pretty good Maywall, ended up actually freezing the Reinhardt, but they're going to have to convert onto those kills, make sure that you can get that Reaper on top of the Rhine, on top of all of the frozen targets, and just, munch them down, because, they have to be playing for this win condition of the wall, but it's difficult when you have this Tracian in the background just pestering your supports. Alex already 70% to pulse bomb, probably going to be looking for one of those pretty soon. And Wiley goes for a deep charge in, a big wall coming out, splits off half the team, and Noon gets caught in front of it, ends up going down, and so does Wiley. Fjord is able to get a kill, but two coming in from Alex, just hits the massive pulse bomb. Fjord finishing it up with a high Noon, and even though both tanks end up going down, just massive plays from the DPS of Winter Pulse. Just see that they need to make a play, and Alex is there with the pulse bomb, just getting two to even it out, and Fjord comes in to really press the advantage. Now, both tanks are back from the side of Winter Pulse. Wiley goes for a flank shatter, ends up getting three on the ground, pins the Moira, and a massive anti is going to mean that Slaying Fountain actually ends up killing Lucky in the background when he charges in. But, a massive shatter getting set up by Wiley takes that flank to the hotel. And, after he pins the Moira, and there's not really, much sustain for them Sombra Nose on point. They have to try and take the fast fight, and Winter Pulse just ends up taking it again. And now we're going to be getting into Grav territory for both teams. Noon already has it. Gibby getting up to 95% here. How both teams use the Grav is going to be very impactful because both teams also have beat, but with a good high Noon, maybe even comboed with a Blizzard if you're Sombra Nose, you can still end up killing through that beat. So it's going to be important to see how they combo these Gravs. And the first Grav coming out from Noon, a big counter shatter from Slaying Fount to stop too much follow up, but Fjord hits the Deadeye onto Fid, and the Blizzard invested but doesn't really get any freezes, and right now Winter Pulse is up one as the Reaper tries to push into the backline, ends up getting burned down by Noon, and again another fight's going to go definitively in the way of Winter Pulse, and the Grav is still online for Sombra Nose now with no beat from Lucky. They could probably try and look for a combo between you could go for the Nano what's it called, Nano Blossom into Grav or something like that, but they're gonna need some kind of big ultimate combo to really take this fight. Wiley looks for the shatter to stop it, but doesn't end up getting anything. Gets antied, gets sent far into the backline, and out comes the Grav, catches three, and massive. The Blossom ends up finishing it off, and they're able to finally break the hold here. But they had to invest again 2 ultimates to do it. Now they're only really gonna have the Nano to try and push the snowball into Street's face.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
All right, we're gonna be seeing, most likely we have the high noon, we have the nano. Oh, noon has found Jumpy Lion in the back line on the Reaper. He ends up, using his Wraith, still really low, and noon is actually able to take him out. The Reaper was way too far forward, and ends up dying early. Now there's very low damage on the side of Sombra Nose. A grab comes out, but a good pin from Slaying Fount stops the Rhine from being able to push up into it, but Fjord just pops the Deadeye, and when they're all held still like that, McCree says it himself, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. The Nano's still going to be here for both teams, but Slaying Fount's going to have a Shatter here, and he's been able to, do big things with these Shatters so far in this game, so hopefully he's able to, get something done, walking up to this choke here, and you can really see that he's looking for it. He swings. He's able to get 5, and just a massive shatter coming out. No one ends up dying, but it sets up perfectly for Wily to die. And he goes charging in further, and Fid again a massive Deadeye. And when the shield is down, when that Reinhardt isn't there to protect your team, that High Noon can be such a deadly ultimate. And honestly, set up by an amazing shatter by Slaying Fount there. Really just sets up for that early kill, sets up for, all the momentum to be in the favor of Sombra Nose, and just sets up perfectly for that Deadeye. And now we're going to be seeing the beat and the grab both on the side of Sombra Nose, compared to no ultimates for Winter Pulse. This is looking like a good fight for them to win, but Alex is able to take out Jumpy Lion early. But Cutson returns with a kill onto Noon. Noon was far too pushed up onto the side here, and with the Tracer still in the back line, ends up going down, but it still sets up for Fjord to get a pick on Flyaway as everyone's turned around to deal with it. Wily doesn't end up getting anything with his Shatter, and Fjord, goes on the flank, able to get Flyaway, but then dies. And now this fight's gone very far, into the favor of Sombra Nose, and everyone's just getting cleaned up off of the cart. Noon is able to get back into the fight, but he's not long for this world, as there are, there's a Reaper, there's a high charge Zarya on the cart, and a big 3-man grab catches everyone who is on the cart. And as soon as they kill Lucky, they're going to be able to cap this, but Fjord is able to get back. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get a kill, as it's the entire might of Sombra Nose, just taking that second point. Fid using a little bit of a strange High Noon, essentially in their spawn before anyone has really even left it. Just kind of hoping for them to just walk out into it, I suppose. But it's difficult to be using your ults like that when you're going up into 4. And I'm expecting a big grab pulse ball most likely here. And early nano onto the Rhine is going to be able to he can just push up, take so much space. And Alex able to take out Jumpy Lion again in the back line. Just Jumpy Lion's been dying early a lot of these fights. And Wily, goes for a little bit of an ego shatter. Those are the kinds of things where, you still have 4 other ultimates in the bank. You can go for it, a little bit of a flex, to clean up the fight.
30 seconds remaining.
And now, the big ultimate which I'm looking at here is the grab from Noon, as well as the Death Blossom from Jumpy Lion. Because with this Nano Blossom is probably, the best chance for Sombra Nose to win this. But with Jumpy Lion caught in the grab, he ends up getting out of it. He goes for the Blossom and he ends up getting 2. A massive ultimate. The beat is invested by Cutsen, which means that no one is going to be dying here on the side of Sombra Nose. And they just get 4, 5 kills. Alex still stuck in the back line. But Alex is going to need to go for the touch. Because it does not look like Oversniper is going to get there. A Shatter comes up from Slaying Fun, but it's dodged by Noon on the Wrecking Ball. He's able to get the contest in, and Lucky comes out with the beat. They're going to be able to stabilize here for a few seconds. And with the ultimate from Fjord taking out Cutsen, they're put up in the fight. Fid tries to return with another High Noon of his own, but doesn't get anything. But Alex, in the backline, takes out Flyaway, and the DPS from Winter Pulse are just tearing this team apart between Alex and Fjord, getting 5 kills in that final fight, and Winter Pulse is going to be taking this map and taking this series.
Play of the game.
play of the game here. Just a massive shatter again. The big 3K coming up at the end of.
So, Sam, Killswitch, what did you think of that match? What did you think of Sombra really holding their own in that match?
Oh, sorry, I am back. Yeah, I heard you. I was watching the stream, so I couldn't tell. You know what? Let's let the chat vote for MVP. Don't let the caster do it. We got plenty of opportunity to vote for them next time. James, put on the poll. Let the chat vote for who they want. And let's just do winning team for now because we did start 20 minutes late, so we want to be ready for the next two teams to cast. So for now, we'll just do MVP for the winning team. In the future, we can consider doing MVP for like one MVP for each team. And by the way, on Twitch, it's a Twitch issue. It's not us. We can only put 5 name lists on the polls. So we're gonna have to take out at least one player. So that's just unfortunate. But I think we can take out Lucky because I think he was like a coach or a sub. So
That is correct. Lucky
Yeah.
is a coach, and he did us a favor because our main support unfortunately couldn't make it, and so he was a last-minute addition.
okay, so perfect. So it works out, right? Okay, so then put everyone on the poll, James, and then just take Lucky out, and then we'll give him a couple minutes to vote who they want, and you can spend your channel points, which means you should watch the stream more.
So Twitch, I'm not sure if it's just because it's like the first stream on this account, but I'm not getting the option to create a poll.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We
All
could
right.
do it by typing, but that would be 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll decide. We'll decide. I did not know it was for first stream. So, but hey, now we know, right? So maybe you should start following and then start watching, and then we can get the affiliate and then easy clap. All right. So, kill switch here. You were hardcore casting. You can take the pick. I'll let you choose.
Well, for player of the match, I feel like pretty obviously it has to go to either Alex or Fjord. Just an incredible DPS duo. I'd say probably for me it's got to be Alex, especially with that 2K pulse bomb in the beginning of their Kings Row defense, just really clutching out the fight and knew when he had to make the big plays and made them.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll choose Alex, and then we can drag him in here whenever he's ready, and then kill switch. You can ask him a couple questions.
All right.
All right.
Sering, would you be able to drag him, please, while I set up the next lobby?
Hello?
Hello, Alex.
What's
Are
poppin'?
you here?
And indeed, yes.
Wait, can you not hear him?
Uh,
I don't think I can.
Oh, kill switch. You can't hear him. Okay.
There is
Awkward.
NA
sometimes.
stream? NA stream?
Yeah, it's our first stream. Go ahead and disconnect,
I'm gonna try
reconnect.
leaving a
Sometimes that
recap
happens.
the
Yeah.
Discord. See if it helps.
Alright, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Can you
All
hear me
right.
now? Okay, good.
All right. So Alex,
Yes.
today was the first match, of the season for you guys. How confident
hmm
are you going into the rest of this? That you had a very dominant performance today. How how confident are you guys in your ability to keep that up for the rest?
Well, we kind of came in today kind of unprepared. Like, this was actually the first time that we had grouped up and played with each other, and we were missing one, so we still don't know exactly the full prowess of our team. So we did have a filler, but Arjun, really good coach, really knows what he's talking about. So he's really there to guide us with the little time that he has too. So that's really important to be able to tell us what to do and keep us in our heads in the match and be able to guide us. Like, you did this wrong. Like, we should be doing this. Like, try this. They're doing this. Like general coach stuff, which
Mhm.
like might not sound like a lot, but like a good coach is the difference between a good team and a bad team.
Yeah, and you guys seem very well coordinated and everything that you did today. Just very clean gameplay. So can you give me some idea of what comms were like? Who is putting in a lot of that work for it, and what was that
Um,
like?
it's interesting that you say that because halfway through the Kings Row game there, our Ryan actually couldn't even speak, and we had to move the team chat to hear him. So there was we had to fix that. That was what that pause was about. But generally, it was like all of us combined, just kind of carrying our own weight and calming.
Mhm.
So it was a little hard calming without our Reinhardt because that's a huge core of our team, and there are some if you were to watch the map back, you'll see where some of that inaccuracies makes us lose a couple of fights, which is fine. But other than that, alt tracking, all that shit, all really good.
Mhm. Yeah, you guys really did put on a show today. Great performance from you guys, and really good job. Got player of the match. Really showed that you are a pretty, I'd say, dominant force in this upcoming tournament, and someone that people should watch out for.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the interview.
You're welcome.
All right, well, that was our first match for the night. We are going to have a second one after a 15-minute break so that we can get our lobby, everyone can rest, and we are going to restart the Twitch stream. So thank you guys for coming out. Stay tuned a little while before our second match starts.